Today I'm going to show how to make structures for hunting monsters and how to send them to me. I only have an hour to do this because I want to watch the Batman movie soon, so let's get right into it. In the miscellaneous files and hunting monsters, you're going to find the structure block. This will encompass how big your structure is going to be. So in the first one you put corner and you name it whatever you want. Just don't do any capitalization and make it a little confusing. So next you figure out how big your structure is going to be. So usually like a diagonal shape. It's always going to be a square, so you don't have to worry about other shapes. Name it the same thing with a corner. Third thing you're going to do is put a saved version of the structure block and name it the same thing. Then you click detect. It'll detect what the structure is going to be in. And then you build whatever you want in here. You can use any block. It doesn't really matter. Nothing's really going to break unless like otherwise specified. I haven't really seen much break except for like a couple things. You can see that. So that's our structure. It's the double H. So you can include entities if you're adding entities. If you have trouble with that, just tell me what you want to add and then I'll add them myself. You don't have to worry about structure void. I'll add that myself. So once you're done with that, you click save. And the second thing you need to do is do /pillar copy and the structure name. It'll say successfully copied the structure. Now do keep in mind that the structures have to be less than or equal to 32 by 32 by 32 blocks. It will not accept further than that. If you want to know how big your structure is, it'll just show your relative size right here. So after we do that, we go to our Hunting Monsters file. We look for the pillar folder, so let's go find that. So here's our pillar folder. After that, we click on the structure. So here's our MBT files that you're able to send to people like me. There's the structure MBT. So what we do is drag the MBT file into Discord. And there you go. I'll be able to access it and insert it in Hunting Monsters. If you want to add the structure yourself to make it spawnable, what you do is go to the JSON file, which is outside of the structures folder, and it'll provide you details on how it should spawn. So let's go to structure here. It'll show the Atom configuration file. I use Atom because I don't like the lizard guy, but it'll give you the options here. Just for a quick reference, I'll show you the Shambler spawn. So this Shambler structure spawns Y60 to Y80, has an offset of 1, so it's 1 block above. No mirrors, no rotation, and ignore entities is false. I should actually put that to true. And then your dimension spawns is 0, so it's in the overworld. And then spawns for the biome is right here, so it's parenthesis, it's quoted like that. Then your rarity. The rarity is 1 in 28 chunks, so it has 1 in 28 chance to spawn in a chunk. And the filling type is air. And the filling here, you can put like a block ID, so it's any block that's like under it if it's like floating in the air. And I usually try to avoid that, so I have to measure the altitude with like how big the sea level is as well as how tall the trees are so it doesn't spawn on trees. And yeah, that's about it. So hopefully this helps, and I really want to see what you guys build.